Hey everyone, how are you? What's up? Happy Friday. I am Rachel, proud creator and founder of Siopa Seize Your Passion, and I am here live from our Facebook group, Seize Your Passion, every Friday at 4:30 p.m. Eastern Time, sharing with you guys my thoughts for the week, my lessons for the week, my growth for the week, my inspiration for the week, on my journey to seize my passion, and hopefully inspire you guys on your journey to seize your passion, i.e., become your best selves and realize all of your dreams. So this week, my aha moment, my lesson, my growth, what I've been thinking about that I want to share with you guys is something that I've realized is the greatest form of self-love. And I'm talking about the most selfless form of self-love, not selfish. And I think for a lot of us, I know for me this is true, when I think about the notion of self-love, it's very easy to go into it's sort of this gray fuzzy boundary between what is selfish and what is actually selfless. You know, again, instinctively, when I think of the notion of self-love, and thinking of myself first and taking care of myself first, intuitively that seems selfish, you know, and especially for a lot of us, I think, especially us women and us moms, it's sort of innately in us that we always want to put the needs of others first before taking care of ourselves. But what I'm talking about is in fact the opposite of that. It's the most selfless thing you can do. And true self-love is, right? It's self-love is different from, you know, narcissism. So, you know, I think what got me thinking about this notion of this greatest form of self-love is, you know, we live in a society, for those of you watching, I assume you live in a society where, you know, we have the freedom to live our truths. We have the freedom to express who we are, what we stand for, our beliefs, and live our life accordingly, right? We have the freedom to truly be who we were meant to be, and to truly be our true selves and live our life according to our truth and express it, whether it's creatively, whether it's, you know, whatever your platform is, even if your platform is being a parent to your kids, and that's how you're living your truth and expressing your truth and imparting it and impacting them with your truth. Again, what you stand for, who you truly are, what your beliefs are, what your values are. But I think because we live, and there are people in the world that actually don't even have that freedom, right? But because we do have that freedom, I think we also don't realize that it's not that we take that freedom for granted, but I think we don't realize that there's, you know, that freedom is actually not necessarily manifested, and we don't actually embody that, and we don't actually live our truths, and we don't do that because the way our society is built and the way we are as human beings and the way we interact with each other, we live according to what is expected of us, what we think we should do, often what we think is the most selfless thing, and taking care of others' needs rather than our own. And in fact, we end up not living our truth. We end up suppressing who we truly are and what we really believe in. And I think, again, that idea is taken for granted. We don't realize how much our freedom to express our truth, to live our truth, to truly be who we were meant to be and live our truth, how much that is in fact suppressed. You know, not in a formal way and not in an obvious way, but it's very insidious. And before we know it, we wake up one day and we realize, I've let my where did my truth go? Like, who am I? I'm not living the life I always thought I wanted to live. I'm not living the life I thought I was meant to live. I'm not living the life I always imagined myself living. I'm not even sure who I am, you know? And again, it's because we want to do what's right. We want to do what it's expected of us. We want to do what, you know, society puts on us as should be our truth. You know, I say this all the time because it's so telling and it's so profound, that there was this book written and this study done about the number one regret of the dying. And that is it. It's people who realized when it was too late on their deathbed that they did not live their truth. They did not live their life that they wanted to live, who they were meant to be. And what that entails is their dreams, your dreams. You know, we sort of let our dreams and our vision of our truth and who we were meant to be slowly and insidiously sort of die out. And we don't even realize it because we're not living our truth, and we're doing what is expected of us, and we're doing what we should do and what's practical, and we're taking care of everyone in our life that we love, thinking that that is selfless and that is just innately what we do, right? But in fact, you know, the greatest form of true self-love that is truly selfless and the opposite of selfish is by living your truth, by being true to who you are, by remembering your dreams and continuing to dream and continuing to strive to realize your dreams and become your true self and expressing your true self, whether it's through your creative dreams or your life dreams in your family, you know? And, you know, the greatest example of that, of how that is the greatest form of selfless love and not selfish love, is this analogy that I know I've heard a million times, and you may have heard it too. It's that analogy of when you're on a plane, right? And the flight attendant says, if you're traveling with young children or people who can't take care of themselves, please put on your own oxygen mask first before you put it on your loved ones and your children or the people that you're taking care of that can't take care of themselves. And instinctively, again, you know, I think for a lot of us, we think, no, I'm going to first take care of my children. I'm going to first take care of the people and then I'll worry about myself, right? Because that's what we do. But in fact, that is the most selfish thing you could do. And it is not selfless, true self-love. And it is ultimately going to hinder and do a disservice to the people that you love. Because, why? If you don't feed yourself that oxygen first, if you don't put that oxygen mask on yourself first, then how are you going to be able to help your children and your loved ones put theirs on and get through that survival, you know, emergency situation? And again, that's obviously a metaphor and an analogy for life, right? If you don't take care of yourself first and live your truth and realize your dreams and honor them and honor who you are and your beliefs and your desires and your aspirations and your values, eventually, and you're running around taking care of everyone else thinking that you're doing the most selfless thing, what's going to happen? You're going to run out of your own oxygen, and you're going to end up on that deathbed like the number one regret of the dying did, saying, I got it all wrong. I mean, how tragic is that? I didn't live my truth. And by doing so, I did not become my best self. I did not feed myself the oxygen I need so that then I can actually give the people that I love what I want to give them, right? Because you cannot give what you don't have. If you don't have that oxygen yourself, if you are not living your truth, if you are not realizing your dreams, if you are not taking care of yourself in that greatest form of selfless self-love first, there's nothing to give to the people that you love. You cannot serve others. You cannot take care of others' needs because there's nothing in you to give. You don't have the oxygen yourself to be able to do that, you know? And again, I think we forget this, you know, in our just going through life because we don't even realize that it's happening because we want to take care of the people that we love and we want to make sure that their needs are met and we want to do what's right and we want to do what's practical and we want to do what's expected of us and we want to do what we should do. And in that process, we don't live our truth and we let our dreams die and we say, not now, maybe another time, I'm not ready, or that was then, that was a silly childhood dream, or I was a different me then. But that is your truth. And again, the most selfless way of being selfless, and showing yourself selfless self-love in order to take care of others and impact the world and stand on your platform, whatever that platform may be, again, whether it's just in your core unit in your family and teaching your kids, is by giving them what you already have, by being your best self, by living your life to the fullest and being full of joy and living your truth. And that entails realizing your dreams and becoming your best self. And that is the greatest form of selfless self-love, so that you can then give what you do have, because you cannot give what you don't have, again. And that's where that analogy comes in on the airplane with the oxygen mask. You must put on that oxygen mask first on yourself, so that you yourself have the oxygen to then go impact the world and help others and express yourself and be your best self. That is honoring yourself. That is the greatest form of selfless self-love. And that is what Seize Your Passion is about. It is about honoring yourself first, so that you can take care of and impact and contribute to the people in your life. So, it's important, again, to remember that and to be mindful of that and to check yourself. When you every day you make decisions and choices that ultimately become your life. And, check yourself. Am I doing this because I think it's the right thing to do for others, or because it's what is expected of me? But by doing so, I'm dishonoring my truth. I'm letting die some dream or passion of mine. Then you're not doing what's right for others, because you're not giving yourself what you need in order to then give it to others. So that's what I've been thinking about. Hi guys, I see some friendly names. It's good to see everyone. So, live your truth, meaning don't let go of those dreams and don't do what you think is expected of you and you should do, and using the excuse that you're actually doing it because you want to take care of and serve the needs of everyone you love first, and then you'll worry about yourself, because that's selfish. It's actually, again, doing them a disservice. And the most selfless thing you could do is honor your truth, honor your passions, honor your dreams, and live them. And then that's how you are your best self, and that's what you have to give to the people that you love. So that's what I've been thinking about this week. And that's it. So have an amazing weekend, guys. Do more of what you love and be more of who you love. That's what it's about, At the end of the day, every self-help book, every personal development, article written, a video out there, it really all comes down to, at the end of the day, doing more of what you love. Following your heart, listening to your soul, honoring your truth, living your truth, being the person you were meant to be and that you truly are. So, do more of what you love, be more of who you love, realize your dreams, become your best self, and seize your passion! All right, guys. Hi, Susan. All right, I'll see you next week. Ciao, guys. Bye.